We still know what makes us great. We still know that what makes us great is the fact that if you work hard in this country, you can still make it. That vision we still believe in. The vision of a strong middle class is what we're fighting for.
We are listening to a fiery speech from President Obama. He's in Cedar Rapids, Iowa right now, an important battleground state. We want to bring in Congresswoman Jackie Speier, Democrat. She joins us live from Capitol Hill. Congresswoman, thank you for your time. We want to get you in on this conversation as we listen to the president. You hear him there making the case for the middle class. Those very personal stories from the president that we've heard in the past regarding the First Lady. But we know at the heart of his message today is tax cuts for the middle class, a message he picked up strong on Monday. And today you've got some Republicans saying that all Democrats are not united behind this president in his effort to lower taxes for the middle class.
Well, I would disagree with that, first of all. And I think it's important to make it clear that every American is going to get a tax cut up to $250,000. And for those who make more than $250,000, they lose the benefit of that tax cut at that point. But for 98% of the American people, they are going to have a full tax cut continue. And as the president was talking today, I was remembering my childhood and the middle-class life that I led growing up, where we only took 4 vacations my entire childhood. But they were big in terms of my remembrance. And hearing him speak today, he's really at his best when he's telling these stories about what's life like in the middle class.
Obviously, those supporters very responsive. I mean, you said with the fact that Democrats are not united. With the president here, you have Claire McCaskill, John Tester, Bill Nelson, just 3 Senate Democrats who are in tight races this year, who have made the case, at least Nelson did, to limit it, the tax cuts to people who make over $1 million, as opposed to the $250,000 mark, as noted by the president.
Well, that is in the Senate. I was thinking more specifically about the House, but you're right. Nonetheless, it's a tax cut for everybody, and I think we've got to remember that. Everyone gets a tax cut up to $250,000. And when corporate America received $2 trillion in profits last year, the highest percentage of profits as a percentage of GDP in the history of this country, no one's hurting in corporate America, and that's the 2% we're talking about at the very tippy top of the spectrum.
Let me play what former Governor John Sununu, a surrogate for Mitt Romney, said on MSNBC within the last hour. I'd like to get your response to it, please.
The president, again, chooses to demonstrate why he has ruined this economy. He doesn't understand why he is behind the 8 ball with 8.2% unemployment. He's behind the 8 ball because those people who invest in jobs, that want to put money in to create jobs, look at this administration and are scared to death of things like this tax and like overregulation. All he's done with what he put out yesterday is convince them that if Obama is elected, they're taking their investment money out of the country.
The president noted yesterday, Congresswoman, that 98% of the businesses, the folks that Republicans like to refer to as jobs creators, would not be affected by the tax cuts here. Most of these businesses, President noted, and outside sources have noted as well, make under $250,000. As Mitt is in Iowa, we know the importance of this state. We also know the importance of these so-called independent voters right now. Is this the message, or part of the message that you believe will be effective in getting the president reelected here? This message of middle-income people, middle America, really being hit hard, and it's not because the president is not making an effort to help in this climate that we are in.
I think it's really clear that the American people like Barack Obama. They believe that he is trying to do the right thing. Let's not forget that the Bush tax cuts were in effect for over 10 years.
11 years, yes.
How many jobs were created during that time frame? Actually, much fewer jobs created during that time frame than during the last 3 years of the Obama administration. We are not going to be losing jobs by getting rid of the tax cut that was supposed to be just a tax holiday for a period of 8 years. It was not supposed to be a permanent tax cut. And I am not willing to have my children have to pick up the tab for a $15 trillion debt that continues to grow. It is our responsibility as adults in America to turn over this country to our kids in a situation where they're not going to be saddled with interest and debt that is going to choke them. So I think we've got to, be grown-ups here and recognize that there's no free lunch. We cannot continue to have a strong military to be able to provide Social Security and Medicare and not pay for those. That's part of being an American.
Congresswoman Speier, thank you so much for your time. I greatly appreciate it. We should know Governor Rom